debates. To make matters worse, we are residents for animals. Bravo! The Children Department Services. Kudos! The Catholic Diocese of Lodwar. Hongera! Turkana County and other partners for taking care of us. Honorable Chief Justice, we salute you for formal justice in Turkana. When that happens, we shall have justice for all. Thank you.
Tunaweza kukosa nafasi nyingine ya picha, wacha tuchukue nafasi moja. Jamani, wapigieni makofi mazuri watoto hao. Asante sana. Wow, asante sana kwa walimu kuchukua muda wenu na kuweza kutunga shairi hilo. Asante. Makofi mazuri yanapotoka kwenye jukwaa. Asante sana. Thank you very much. Kwa sasa nataka nimkabidhi mwenza aweze kuendelea na ratiba iliyosalia. Mheshimiwa Nerolin Idagwa atakuwa mfawidhi mwenza, ila kwa sasa atakuja kutoa hotuba ya ufunguzi kwa sababu yeye ndiye anayewakilisha hakimu msimamizi wa mahakama hii. Asante.
Chief Justice, Honorable Martha Koome, head of the Parliamentary. Honorable Chief Justice, Honorable Martha Koome, Chief Justice of the President of Supreme of Kenya, the President of Supreme Court of Kenya. Your Excellency, Honorable Chief Justice, Justice Martha Koome, the Chief Justice of Kenya and the President of the Supreme Court of Kenya, Kamais Lomurukai Napotikan, the Governor of Turkana County, Judge of the Supreme Court, the protocol laid down. Good afternoon. I wish to take this opportunity to welcome you to Lodwar Law Courts. My technology and we are streaming live is following this event. Today, we are seeing you is on television. Today, you have come here to make your vision, the stage, a reality for us. You have served access of justice in our palms, and those of us who cannot lift our hands to our mouth, you have given us access of justice directly. That you're not going to let you down. We are the first, we are your first in Turkana County. We are doing our best, and we will ensure that AJS and e-filing, Turkana, Akapolon, Kipeo, and Toy, meaning our elder, welcome to Turkana.
Mheshimiwa mbunge wa Turkana ya Kati, Mheshimiwa Joseph Namwar, na vile vile Mheshimiwa Turkana Kusini, Daktari John na Mawit walikuwa wameomba kwamba wataondoka kabla ya ibada kabla ya Turkana ya Kati. Njoo mzungumzie watu.
Working under the judiciary my First Lady, Commissioner representing our County Commissioner here, my asifiwe. Leo Lodwar iko na maneno yote. CS wa maji yuko hapa, is also somewhere around here. The engineer coordinating the CSR projects for Kenya. We have a lot of money being pumped here. I am receiving 423 million because of the Air1 road, and we are starting to shoot.
Your Lady Chief Justice, or my colleagues present here, John Akucha, the judges present, the members of the County Assembly, as done here in Turkana. Lady Justice, you've done us proud. I'm given to understand that you've considered Turkana. Lady Justice, we've incurred a lot of cost traveling all the way across the country. You have rescued our people by devolving the services of the judiciary to the lowest level of a sub-county. I say thank you. And it is currently practiced under the leadership of our able chiefs at the lower level. Our elders are there. They are already. Lady Justice, I just want to make a request. Turkana County, or the pastoral community, as not peace, as professionals of Turkana, as leadership of Turkana, we are requesting you during your tenure, please provide us the Vice Chair of Public Service Commission. The reason as to why we've been singing that we are going to Kenya is because we've remained all sectors. I'm saying that because Commissioner is here, and I've talked to her. We've discussed a number. Have a discussion with all heads of department. I've delivered my request, the request on behalf of the Turkana people. Thank you very much.
Coming here is a total demonstration that you love the Turkana people. You are a Turkana, even accepting to wear the regalia of the Turkana woman. He's going to Nairobi, when he is going to Mombasa, we will all say he has gone to Kitale. And because you have been able to be here before, you have been to Kitale, even your chief registrar was, we see the face of representation, the face of love. Welcome back again. When you are here, we see justice is here. Turkana people, wale wafungwa ni wale wamepitishwa kwa shida kesi za development. Shida ni nini? Number 2, kuna wale bado wanapigana na wanawake ama bibi zao. Shida ni nini? Tutazungumzia pengine Council of Elders. Lady Justice, nilikuelezea maneno ya nyumba. Hii ilikuwa inaitwa African Court wakati wa White House. Wazee walikuwa wanakaa hapo, na unaona sasa after more than 60 years imeanza kuonekana tena kwamba it can be of use, na imeitwa alternative justice system, which how to do it and how not, where they are supposed to be responsible up to. And I want to thank you for that foresightedness, for focus, to understand that the people in the north, especially my colleague Namoit has mentioned the issue of consideration of Turkana. I talked to you about it in the first meeting, and I said maybe just to repeat because of the Turkanas, when Tudusa, the Turkana District University students, visited Moi one time in Nakuru, and our current speaker was the chair and I was the organizing secretary. We told Mr. Moi that in the army, that becomes the head. It does not go beyond the rank of a major. Now, we have Turkanas who have stagnated at magistrates. magistrate too. So we are asking President Mother Koome, tafadhali, break the ceiling. Break the ceiling. Write history. Moi wrote history. We now have brigadiers. And that brigadier is that is the highest rank and is my voter here. And I want to thank the President for that. Now, it is your turn to break the ceiling. And we will appreciate that when Mother Koome was here, she gave us a judge. That's like we are remembering White House. When he was here, he gave us this African court, which has now become the alternative justice system. We have discussed for the judge who will come here. It will not be an issue. We will start somewhere as we have created. Putting even before. And that will be an issue. It will not be an issue. Just send the judge. That will be an issue. It will not be an issue. Just send the judge. We'll take care of the judge. Otherwise, thank you. Have a good and lovely stay here in Turkana. When you want to come back again, please do come. Asante sana.
Thank you very much. Representing World Vision, Mr. Tom Masinde, please come forward and make your remarks. But even as you come forward, Honorable CJ, allow me to recognize the presence of Honorable John Lodepe from the Ministry of Petroleum, who is here with us. Thank you. Makofi mazuri kwake. Asante. Karibu sana. World Vision.
Thank you so much. Honorable Martha Koome, the President of the Supreme Court of Kenya, His Excellency the Governor, Jeremiah Simba, Isaac Lenaola, Professor Joel Ngugi, my aunt and mother, Anne Amadi, members, good afternoon. From the onset, sorry mwelekezaji, you mentioned Tom Masinde. My name is Anthony Oyugi. Muta alisema mahali zoea hii sauti. So I'm following you up. Na nimekufuata mpaka Lodwar, and I'm glad to be here with you again for the entire Turkana County. We work in the entire Turkana County, and part of our deliverables and interventions, when you look at the manifesto of the Honorable, one of the key pillars of what His Excellency and his government are implementing are issues to deal with water, and more so across the borderline. I'm happy to announce and say the kind of alteration that was there between Uganda and Kenya in terms of water and pasture. World Vision is doing much work together with witness to that, because we work in close cooperation with his office. But today, again, I'm representing the CUC. I'm from a forum for the CS. I've just been with the CS Alice Wahome in another meeting, and the county commissioner was also not going to speak it here. Yangu itakuwa vina kusema habari jambo, and that's where it will remain. I would want to also present to you the prayers of the CUC. So in the interest of time, I will not be able to again go over them. The only thing that I remember is that there's some small assignment that you gave for you to make sure that the gazettement can happen by Friday. It can go on as planned, and then the gazettement can be there so that we can now have an official court in Lokitan and then in Lokicha. The request that comes and the prayer Turkana and in Lodwar, one, there is a request of specialized GBV court to have in Lodwar. Mheshimiwa here has spoken deeply. He has asked our people what happened in the family unit, that issues could be solved at the family unit. Why do we still have very many cases in court where people are still going to solve cases kwamba kijana alikata baba banga kwa sababu ya shamba. When do we stop and have this issue solved at our local level so that we can let the court mediate and listen to issues that are going to really give much impact. Establishment of a permanent children's court. You are so passionate, Honorable Chief Justice. You are so passionate on issues of children. And this is a cry, and it's a repeat from what I talked about yesterday again. The children's court, where we can have a permanent children's court, and where we can have children freely be able to express so precedents and evidence that can be able to build up on the issues and the cases that children are facing, so that we can be able to have these issues dispensed of in totality. We have a very west. The Loima Mobile Court, I think that is also what has not been mentioned here. The CUC here is asking, I know there is a very important interest in having a court in Lokitan, having one in Lokicha. And Lokicha have also got a very valid response, and you can see the honorable members speaking about it on behalf of the people, and it's a very good step. So Loima can be a small, the CUC support in this area. The CUC support has 100 support from partners. As we work on donor engagement and probably donor contractual agreements, which go with time. At given periodic time, those ones will really. A quarter of that fund has been reserved for Lokicha, and they are making a very special request to have an autonomy so that they can be able now to continue without having that 100. We have children mixed with adults. So when you have children mixed with adults, and then when you hear the kind of cases that even the honorable members of parliament are presenting here, then it can give you the kind of a... definitely we are no longer giving the children the priority they deserve. We are no longer listening to them as children, and we will not be helping them probably seek justice and have them reform, but other will be hardening them. So that one can also be a very important aspect. The local courts, what Mheshimiwa probably almost shied away from mentioning, when he spoke about this having been the Alternative Justice System Center, as you drove coming through here, you must have been shown and polling for the past 10 years. Most probably with your visit to the cradle of mankind, Madam CJ, this one let it come to your visit is supposed to be that blessing to us. We could be stuck somewhere, but with your visit, trotting through the cradle of mankind, the things that we want you to take for us, that of issues. Lastly, the CUC has been in a very central place in setting up of the alternative justice system. Within that CUC, we have members who are mediators, professional mediation. That one can be put in a legal framework.
Mr. Master of Ceremony, I commit to be very brief, in 2 to 3 minutes. Honorable Chief Justice, His Excellency, the Governor, allow me to adopt. So I want to speak as to where we are, then perhaps as to where we should go. And this is on the basis specifically very passionate about. The first one is that it is no longer contested that alternative justice system is the lived reality, particularly for this side of the nation. That restituting traditional justice systems actually advances access to justice. And it is my interpretation, being very close to Chief Justice within the judiciary, is where the conversation today should be anchored. And then I ask myself a question in the context of the alternative justice inspiration to institutionalize, because we agree that alternative justice system is the lived reality. The first one can do something to that extent. Secondly, in the context of recognition and enforcement, the leadership of the lower court can do something to that extent. The Chief Justice gives that, affirmation. And lastly, in the context of monism, and in the spirit of access to justice, in the spirit of the practices that the Member of Parliament did highlight here. And I kindly request that as we start this journey today in the implementation of the county action plan, that they
Saying that indeed you have a lot of similarities, but Professor Ngogi does not lie. You said 2, you took 4. Wakili Daniel Ondagu, please, Joe.
The Honorable Chief Justice and the President, as the Chair LSK Turkana County has been captured, and I have a humble request to Lady Justice. With us lawyers who are either in high school or university, they have humbly requested me to request you, and I'll close that chapter. Mawakili tafadhali, please, that's a request. Be up there, your children. Muko wapi? Before you, and then we'll take a photo.
Okay, let's take a time, please.
Ruth the Manicor, a county solicitor, second senior.
Nakuru Kayakan, the immediate director of legal affairs, also here. I think I'm senior to him.
Good afternoon. My name is Amwani Triza. I'm an advocate of the High Court of Kenya, and I'm also the Chief Officer in charge of Tourism, Culture and Heritage. I'm the 6th senior.
Good afternoon. My name is Kaina Benyo from Nabenya Company Advocates. Asante sana. I'm junior.
My name is Lele Kapuon. I'm the fourth actually.
My name is Lotier Henry. I'm also an advocate of the High Court. I think I'm the most junior in this group.
My name is Phoebe Akai Eturote, Legal Officer, Office of the County Attorney. I'm junior.
The diploma at the Kenya School of Law. Thank you.
My name is Marianne Karaoke, practicing under the name of Marianne K and Company Advocate. I like to say I'm daring abroad because I'm very far from home.
Honorable Chief Justice, it's an honor to be in your presence today. My name is Naor Millicent. I am
Good afternoon, Chief Justice. My name is Karanza Wambue, an advocate practicing in law. Thank you.
So this is my team. Kindly come and take a photo with you.
Professor John Ngogi. Thank you.
Most of the things the Law Society of Kenya Turkana chapter wanted to present to you have been presented. I don't need to highlight, but essentially we were putting emphasis on completion of our stalled High Court, and in line with completing it, we as advocates were requesting that the advocates' waiting room or robing room be provided, because here you find that we sit just basking while waiting the court to start. We were also talking about a court which is child-friendly or children-friendly. We are also requesting that they factor in the court library. In other jurisdictions, we even pay library fees. Factor in a court library, although itself has been talked about, a children-friendly court has been talked about. That was part of our requests. And, And we had also requested housed, because when we have a visiting judge and they staying in a hotel, actually even the performance or even the arrival, by the time the court is set, time has been consumed. We urged on because this is more of our profession on pro bono matters. The first time we had a high court here, me, whether I'm available before, he would come from Nairobi. Now we are many enough at least to provide those services. Our kind request is this. Turkana County, and so we were requesting kindly, why don't the judiciary consider some hardship areas and provide for the lawyers from point A to Koome. Sometimes even mobile court goes to Lokchogyo. So if I'm allocated a pro bono matter there, I will not be in a position to proceed. Assistance allowance to enable this wakili to be there and lead a life of our wakili asiende kuishi kwa Manyata. That's our request. The other request is being dealt by our headquarters, not as per the file. And you can see that inflation has also beaten us. Maybe if they consider giving pro bono 50,000 instead of 30, we'll take this chance again to welcome you here. I met you in 1983. I met Justice Nyakundi in 1976. We have come a long way. I'm not in Kitale. We did a lot of movement in UNHCR vehicles to Koome, all the places. So she appreciates the predicament in court a priority. When we are conducting our cases, especially murder cases, a family can instruct you to hold a brief for the deceased and the trial magistrate. Lastly, I wish, in conclusion, Lady Justice, I take the opportunity on behalf of LSK members, your entire team, as you endeavor your functions which are ahead of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I was about to tell you that to exit. Honorable CJ, allow me now to bring an interlude by welcoming Aruba Kaebela dancers here. I'm told they're catching a flight tonight to Malaysia. Gentlemen, enjoy. Prepare for Malaysia. Mr. Kakoi Edward from ODPP, please come and go. Karibu niseme don't. ODPP.
The Chief Justice just say Karibu Lodwa. But first, I want to appreciate the transformation. Previously, Until a few months ago, we used to have a judge scheduled to come to Lodwar High Court on the last week of the month. Nothing is happening. An accused person could stay for 3 months without taking plea. We are happy to report to you that that has changed in real time. Whenever we are ready for plea, judge is ready for us. Appeals are heard, immediately the record is ready. No longer outside, but we are now inside. The other issue I decided to mention, Justice, is the issue of mobile court. When you are presiding judge in Italian. So we had 2 mobile courts for Turkana County. That was in Lodwar and in Koome. Currently, Lodwar High Court. And yesterday when you were in Koome, the dimensions were given to you by the county commander. From here to Kibish, it is 400 kilometers. This place is virtually impossible. I've looked at the files I have now that are live and the previous one. And there is one clear pattern. The only way to deal with this case, I think this is an issue we can mitigate. If we can also have a mobile mark for the High Court. The same thing we can do for Lecture, where it can cover the south and eastern part of Turkana County. Talking of Loptang, cases in Lokchar. In Lokchar, it's only that it isn't that we have many cases, but also the type of crimes, the serious crimes that are committed there. In the media, whenever you see there is attack on public road, attack on the police, attack on the public, actually it is done around Kainuk, which is covered by Lokchar. From Kainuk to Lokori to Kabeno. Those are the hotspots. That's serious crimes. And the mobile court is ill-equipped to handle such cases. We appreciate that we're gazetting it, but for it also to function, I know it is another issue, but I hope you shall also expedite the same. Mr. Ondaba has mentioned about the issue of pro bono advocates, and so we pray that the issue shall be settled soon, because all High Court matters 100%, but because of the stalemate, there is nothing we can do. Nothing is happening. We are just accommodate the vulnerable witnesses and also children in conflict with the law. That shall be highly appreciated. I think that is what I have. But before the master of ceremony kicks me out, I had a request from my colleague, and I know it may be too much, but from where we are getting you, it is a hard thing to give justice.
There will be a photo session after this, please. There will be, I promise, there will be one.
Okay.
Dr. Mutinda is here. She calls herself Police Without Uniform. Ananiambia na Tetea. People are coming here with threats. I know the CJ for 30 years. I'm a mentee of Professor Ngugi. She's telling me don't take the threats. Mr. William Bogi, we've been looking for you. I don't know whether in the house. If you're not here, the representative of the county commissioner, please come and make your remarks.
Honorable Chief Justice and the President of the Supreme Court of Kenya, Your Excellency, the Governor for Turkana County, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we feel very honored for the Chief Justice, Honorable Mother Koome, to come and launch the e-filing and the alternative justice system. We cannot take that for granted, and we feel much honored. My name is Moses Karwege, the Deputy County Commissioner for Turkana East Sub-County. That is the far end of the county bordering Baringo and Samburu, and the infamous Kapendo is in my territory. I'm here to represent the County Commissioner, Jacob Ouma, who is on other official duties, portraying the security situation in our county. Honorable Chief Justice, our county is prone, or in the past, it has been prone to insecurities, manifested in the form of heavy banditry attacks and cattle rationing. And when these raids are done, our people are subjected to miseries. People get to lose their lives, they lose their cattle, displacements happen, and learning sometimes gets interrupted. Due to the fact that these people come from far-flung areas, like I have mentioned, Kapedo, where I come from, usually these people don't seek justice in our mainstream justice system. Your people have been killed, your cattle have been stolen, but you stay back. So what happens? The households and the communities affected, they usually regroup and plan for a counter raid. They go to the other community, they effect a raid, and in the same case, people get killed on the other side and livestock are stolen. In the pursuit of justice case, that scenario brings a situation where we have raids and counter raids, raid and counter raids. And maybe this is, Honorable Governor, maybe you can understand this better. A justice seeker from Kapedo, coming all the way from Kapedo to seek justice here in Lodwar, even if he files a case, in the course of hearing that case, there is a likelihood of the justice seeker to drop that case because of the long distances. Likewise, our police officers suffer. The movement of taking exhibits and suspects from the far-flung areas is not affordable, and it is not effective for the justice seekers. Honorable Chief Justice, the national government, the executive arm of the national government, together with the county government, we have invested heavily in an effort to restore peace and security and order in our territory, the Turkana County and the North Rift, which are usually affected by the bandits and cattle rationing. Currently, we have an active security operation in our territory. The CS for the Ministry of Interior have declared some of our areas as disturbed areas, and the government has invested to restore peace and order in our territory. Likewise, we are happy that we have come at the right time. We know there have been existing, that has been existing. We are happy now that the Judicial is adopting the alternative justice system as part and parcel of the mainstream judicial system. That will help in our people accessing justice. The national government has done its part. When we maintain peace and security, these people, they also need to access justice. Sometimes it is said that there is no peace without justice. So if a family or a household, if their persons get killed and they can be able to seek justice, then we shall stop this cyclic cycle of raids and counter-raids, and our people will have peace in our counties. Locals, we shall appreciate, and our people will have ease to justice access. Thank you. Have a blessed day in Turkana County. Karibu sana.
Asante, asante. Honorable CJ, after here, we know that you're having another event And the person who understands that events better is none other than Dr. Joyce Mutinda. She understands the person who is in charge of that other program and how they are strict with time. And so, Dr. Mutinda, I know you will not exceed the 5 minutes. I do not want you to be quoted.
Honorable Chief Justice, Mother Koome, who is also the President of our Supreme Court. And I want to add, she is also the Chairperson of the Judicial Service Commission. And I feel very proud when I talk in front of you, Madam, because I'm seeing you have come with the goodies for this county. Allow me to appreciate the invite that you extended to me and to the National Gender and Equality Commission, because through this invite, I'm able to meet some of my obligations. And those obligations have been brought about by what you have exposed me to, both in Koome and in this place. And what you have exposed me to has to do with gender-based violence and defilement. When I came, I was very happy that you are going to expand the space for vulnerable groups. And I came celebrating and singing. But as time went by, I realized there is some information that seems not to have been passed down to this county. In June 2021, His Excellency the President, then Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, went to France and made a commitment for this country and said gender-based violence, which includes FGM, early marriage, and all these defilements will be over in this country in 5 years. And from 2021, he was talking of 2026, we should have kicked out gender-based violence. But what I have in front of me is only that I can't cry because I've been adorned and the tears may be on my beautiful regalia that have been given in this place. The truth on the ground is that we have not looked at the 12 steps that are going to help us kick out gender-based violence, particularly in Turkana. One of those steps is to ensure that we have laws and we have policies. In this county, there is no gender policy, there is no gender-based violence policy. The governor is just next to you. Your Excellency, Governor and First Lady. Can we take 90 days? I'm extending that. Usually when when I'm policing and I'm giving an advisory, it doesn't go beyond 60 days, within which we can have these two policies, GBV policy and gender policy for Turkana County. I'm making an undertaking here because we have model policies. If we sit down with your officers, I think this will be done in less than those days that we have talked about, because that is the first step. The step that I will not be able to do because I'm supposed to police that step is the one for legislation. You have the County Assembly, Your Excellency. In the County Assembly, you need to bring in a bill on kicking out gender-based violence. It includes that FGM. It includes all these talked about. So you can, and I keep on saying, you can even Google the steps, the 12 steps that the country committed to. The other step, and which is for every county, to have polycare in every county, and the polycare to be accompanied by rescue centers, where if you are defiled or if there's so much violence, then you can go there before you are reunited with your family. Now, these polycare centers, there is a model polycare center in Nanyuki, and this is a program that is being pushed forward by ourselves and the National Police Service. I don't know whether we have the boss of police here. We could give him that assignment. Do we have the county police boss? County police boss? Yes. here you are. Please make sure that we have polycare in this place. All you need is land or an office, then you can be directed on what to do. Let's have that. Thank you. Now, the other one that we committed to is funding for GBV programs. And here, the partners came in handy. We are having here World Vision, we are having UNICEF, we have so many partners around in this county. Are we supportive of the programs to end GBV? Because that is what is hailing this particular county. Can we take it upon ourselves, now that we have been given that position by the CJ, by bringing us here? And finally, because I was told to take a few minutes, the alternative justice system that has just been launched, and officially I know Madam Chief Justice is going to pronounce that again today. I want to say here and now, it will have nothing to do with gender-based violence. That is a crime, so that crime will go through the courts, and since she has come to expand that access to justice, then we have no recourse. We have to take these people where they belong. I'm told in prison, 50% there are defilements. What has happened to our society? What is it that we see in a 3-year-old? Men, please stand up to be counted. Let this be the end, so that we don't have people who are touching little girls. And where I come from now, I can disclose, I come from a place where we have very many strong women, including myself. So when you think you want to touch a woman and you only see a little girl, forget, walk to Nairobi, come to me. Come to me, you are welcome. Don't touch that girl, don't touch these little kids. Let them go to school. Remember, you have a university in this county, unlike some counties that do not even have universities. Why don't we let the girls go to school, go to the university, and when they come, they will be beautiful wives who can take care of themselves and take care of their children. There has been, Madam CJ, repeated requests on GBV court. I know we have one in Mombasa, we have them, you have been launching them. On behalf of the people of Turkana County, I feel like kneeling and saying, please establish one in Lodwar so that they can deal with this matter. And I was told I should not take a lot of time, so I want to stop there. And once again, thank you, and Judiciary starting the priority cards. For people of Turkana, if you don't know their priority cards, so that if you are an old person, if you are sickly, if you are pregnant for what you are doing, continue and reach the unreached in this country. God bless.
God bless you, sir. Mheshimiwa John Kagusha, nafasi yako.
Thank you very much. I want to go to what I have here, make just a few remarks. Honorable Chief Justice Mother Koome, the President of the Supreme Court of Kenya, His Excellency Jeremiah Kamais, our Governor of Turkana County, Honorable Justice Lenaola, and all the other protocol that has been established before me. Good morning. Actually, I think now it should be afternoon. It is a genuine honor for me to address you today during the launch of the e-filing and alternative justice system suits. I wish to express my gratitude to the meeting's organizers for setting up this event and for inviting my office, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. As we come together, of two crucial components of our justice system, that is the e-filing and the alternative justice system suits at the Lodwar Law Courts. Today is a day of significance and promise. I stand before you as a member of the Departmental Committee on Justice and Legal Affairs with great pleasure and hope for the revolutionary changes that this innovative combination of ideas is expected to bring about in our legal system. Our legal system justice is not delayed as a result of ineffective procedures. Ladies and gentlemen, the launch of e-filing AJS suits aligns perfectly with our nation's goals of digitization and modernization and ensure that essential documents are never lost in the shuffle. In a world where geographical distances can sometimes hinder access to justice, the e-filing and AJS suits make justice accessible to all, regardless of location. This embodies the spirit of our Constitution, which guarantees the right to access justice for every Kenyan as enumerated in Article 48 of the Constitution. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the judiciary is putting into action transformative vision, social transformation through access to justice, whose major objective is to improve access, can easily access court services. Its broad objective is to realize a body that upholds the Bill of Rights and promotes the effective administration of justice. One of the main cornerstones of judiciary transformation goal is the use of technology. In 5 counties, the judiciary plans to gradually roll it out to all other courthouses across the nation. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the mainstreaming and standardization of alternative justice system is a significant undertaking of Constitution is the cornerstone of our country, guiding us with the ideals of justice, equality, and transparency. The introduction of the e-filing and the alternative justice system suits is a complete harmony with the principles outlined in Article 10 and 150 accountable. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, moreover, Article 159 2C of the Constitution envisions an alternative justice system that promotes negotiation, reconciliation, arbitration, and historic event. We must acknowledge the judiciary crucial contribution to the realization of a reality that could arise as we embark on this transformative path. No matter how gradual the change, adapting is required. It is crucial to put in place capacity building initiatives for our legal professionals in light of the changes envisioned by the e-filing and AJS suits. In conclusion, the law court's introduction of e-filing and the alternative justice system suits represents not just a technological breakthrough, but also a resolute adherence to the principles of our Constitution. It demonstrates our commitment to equity, openness, and innovation. We go forward into a future where technology and tradition intersect to produce a more approachable and just legal landscape. Once again, allow me to express our sincere gratitude to the judiciary for this tremendous work. Our Chief Justice, that is from our departmental committee on JLAC, and you know we as a parliament, we are a house of record, so we have to put this on record, both in writing and also verbalizing it. And we say that we are indeed very grateful that first you have involved us in this project or program, and also we want to congratulate you because of what you're doing. We can notice the passion that you have, the commitment that you have, the dedication, and going out of your way to ensure that this vision is delivered. By personally going to these far-flung areas. This is very important because it's also exposing us as a departmental committee to these areas which would otherwise have not been able to reach. And this is important because it helps us now to be your advocates in this particular program as we implement it. So as JLAC, count on us. We want to participate also in all the other programs that you're going to be having, and I am going to be a good ambassador of this area, not only in JLAC, but also in all the other areas as we engage. Your Excellency the Governor, you know, for example, we have the issues of the 1 man, 1 vote, 1 shilling, 1 vote, 1 vote, 1 vote. There is also the 1 kilometer thing, you know, we always have these discussions and debates. Having visited here and seen what you have and how this area is, I think I'll be a more moderate person in these debates. And of course, you know, I participate quite a lot in shaping the opinion, especially through the Citizen morning shows and also many others. So you can be watching and now see how the transformation has come. But don't thank me, thank the CJ for having brought me here. Yeah, so we are very happy about this. We are going to support you even more. You are aware already when I saw what the demonstration was that was done there by a very able lady, I think Liz, what came to my mind, and I think we were discussing with Judge Nyakundi, that is, I could clearly see how this is transforming the judiciary. The issue of turnaround time is going to be better. And I'm also envisaging a situation where this system will allow you, at the click of a button, you can be able to follow the turnaround time for different judges on cases. You can also be able to see the load of work that they're also handling. So that you don't also have implemented this successfully, it can also be adopted also in our hospitals. Because we also have high-ranking doctors who never treat any patient in public hospitals, but they earn a subscription, so that when you're doing the e-filing as a jailer, we have already supported you to do transcriptions in all the courts. We become fully digital, and we believe all this is going to be very facilitative to judiciary. So we are with you, we are partners in this, and count our positive energy and efforts to ensure that you're landscape at your level. And we may forget many things, but this particular one, you will be remembered in years to come. And people of Turkana, hapa tumepapenda sana, na mimi nimeshaamua hapa nitarudi tena. Takuja na familia yangu, Bwana Governor. And I'm sure Justice Lenaola is very happy to hear that. Yeah.
Life and career. I don't want to remind her about the 5 minutes. I can get a memo right now.
Thank you very much, Steve. On the protocols already established, in the interest of time, I know that Chief Justice, your flight is in almost an hour, so we'll all try and be as short as possible. I just want to begin by thanking the county governor so much, because from the time we got here, some from over the weekend to yesterday and today, and so much. You spent the whole day with us yesterday and today. What an honor. We do not take that for granted. Honorable Chief Justice, thank you. I know you've been very passionate about this program. Mandera and Maralal, yesterday we were in Kakuma, today we're here. And tomorrow she's headed to Nyandarua. Congratulations, Chief Justice. I don't know how you're in good hands. We're in good hands, and we are all going to be taken care of. Turkana County is very unique and very interesting, being touted as the cradle dispute resolution mechanism that has kept us, and which was somehow relegated with the coming of colonization, and we're here to reestablish that. I'm made to understand that this little building that is going to be our HIS center was a place where the founding fathers of these nations were tried. So it was at some point a symbol. And it's also interesting just in the manner in which it has been considered as marginalized. And I'm hoping that after tuition for this county. I just want to thank all our partners who've taken this journey with us. Left on our own, it would not have been possible to do what we do. We've been supported very much by different agencies represented here, by the National Assembly. Thank you. Made even easier by the support you've given us through the JIRA program. We appreciate that very much. I want to thank the committee by Judge Ngugi that has worked very hard, and the Elizabeth. Thank you so much, Registrar, for what you do. Just being in all these stations to make sure that everyone knows what they are supposed to. Society of Kenya, who are one of our main consumers, representing people who come to us for justice, and I want to assure you together with the representative of Court Users Committee that the Turkana, the Lodwar Law Courts is going to be the construction is going to continue in this financial year. The direction that was given was that it was too big for this county. We were asked to downscale it, and that put us on a collision course with the contractor. in fact, agreed to hand over the site back to us so that the work can continue. And thanks to the National Assembly, we got some money. So much. I just want to call upon all the elected leaders here to keep supporting us as you've done before. Everything you do, that all those facilities are going to be there, the probing rooms, lactation rooms for mothers. We will have cells for women and men, because we've had situations where we've built very huge buildings and then when it is finished we realize there were so many problems because nobody really paid attention. We are far away in Nairobi. Let us know if there's anything that we need to be concerned about. And we hope that when we eventually move the court to Turkana, to the new need to make any improvements, if our services are not commensurate with the investment that we shall have made. I want the results that you have posted. Thank you for the good feedback that we have received regarding the performance of the court and how you relate with this community. With those few remarks, may I just thank you, Honorable Chief Justice, for having all of us here, and may God bless us all.
Thank you. Utakubali tu niko Mombasa pia mimi. Karibu sana. And now to the man who declared yesterday that he works for the Honorable CJ, a man of few words, Justice Ruben Nyaga.
Wow. Good afternoon. Chief Justice of the Republic of Kenya and the President of the Supreme Court, Your Excellency the Governor, Your Excellency First Lady, distinguished Justice of the Supreme Court, Justice Renaola, the distinguished Justice of the Court of Appeal, Professor Ngugi, Jaji kiongozi wangu, umeona mali mimi nafanya kazi, Justice Ogola, Jaji kiongozi wa mazingira na mashamba, Justice Angote, karibuni sana na wale wa tabaka mbalimbali ambao mmekuja na CJ, na siwezi kusahau mkubwa yangu ambao ni commissioner wa JSC na pia mjasiri wa mahakama. Mimi yangu Chief Justice kwa najumuika tu na yale yamesemwa tangu jana. Tumefurahia, tumejazwa na furaha tele. Mimi ni kuendelea kukukaribisha kwa kufika kwako hapa kama mimi msimamizi wa mahakama kuwa hapa ni kuendelea kukukaribisha. Ile kazi ukitoka leo uchue sisi tutashikilia kutoka hapo. Na yale matunda, ile mbegu umepanda, utakuja kuvuna matunda yake kwa sababu sisi ni watu yako na tutatimiza wajibu huu bila uoga, tukishikana na His Excellency the Governor kupeleka safari hii ambao umetufungulia leo na Professor Ngugi na ile maneno ya hii filing na case management. Ni ile tunataka kuhakikishia kwa mbegu umepanda leo iwezi kukauka, kwa sababu nimekuwa mkutano na His Excellency the Governor, tumekubaliana kusonga mbele na tutasonga mbele kwa hali ya juu. Tutasonga mbele kuonyesha wa kata hili kwa sisi ni watumishi wao, na tukiwatumikia tutawatumikia kwa hali na mali na ile yote ambao Mungu ametubariki nazo. Kwa hivyo Chief Justice, mimi kwa niaba kama mtumishi wako na ambao niko na timu kubwa kutoka hapa mpaka Kakuma, nimefurahi kwa ile maneno ulisikia DPP akiongea, nimeyazungumzia mbele yako. Kwa sisi tukipata nafasi huko Kakuma, Rokichar, ile makesi kutoka pande hizo hatutangoja wafike Lodwar, tutaenda kwao because sisi tuko na what we call facilitation ya kufika mbele yao. Kwa hiyo mimi sina mengi sana, nikukutarikia ili na baraka ya Mwenyezi Mungu na kuwa ile kazi utaacha kwa mikononi mwetu itatendeka na itendeke kwa hali ya juu, na tunakujulisha kila wakati yale matunda ya kazi yako katika kata hili la Turkana. Mungu awabariki sana.
Wow, makofi mazuri kwake. Thank you for keeping time. Nimekuwa mfawidhi kwa event kadhaa and I have never invited Professor Ngugi, but today the chief of staff told me unatosha, and so Madam Secretary is coming with to you with some promotional requests. So this time, Honorable Justice Professor Ngugi, uanze ni wako.
Honorable CJ, Your Excellency, Governor, Your Excellency First Lady, hamjambo wote. Hapa Turkana tunasema ejoka. Ejoka. Sawa. Wazee wa Turkana mko? Wa mama wa Turkana mko? Very good. Mimi sina speech leo kwa sababu nimeambiwa CJ anapeana speech nzito sana. Sasa ile yote nilikuwa nataka kusema atasema. Alafu ile nyingine nikomebaki kidogo ule mwenyeji wangu alikuja hapa akisema. Nilisikia ule aliongea kizungu nyingi. Na kutoka Kisumu City. Huyo alisema yangu yote. Mimi ningependa tu kusema tumefurahia sana kuwa hapa Turkana. Kuzindua EAJS. Chief Justice ataongea mambo ya e-filing. Kakangu ninaona ataongea mambo yao mengine. Mimi nataka kusema vile nilivyofurahia kuzindua mambo ya AJS hapa Turkana. Na ningependa sana kusema vile ninavyofurahia sana wazee wa Turkana. Chief Justice hao wazee wameng'ang'ania hii kitu sana. Of all the places we've been, the wazee wa Turkana ndio wameng'ang'ania hii AJS hapa. Pale pengine tulipoenda Kajiado ni county government iling'ang'ania. Tulipoenda Mandera ni county government. Tulipoenda ni court. Hapa sana sana ni wazee wameng'ang'ania sana. Ningependa tu hao wazee wangu wako wapi ule chairman yuko? Wote tu ningependa tu wasimame. Tafadhali. Asanteni sana. Your Excellency the Governor, hata si governor. Niliambiwa ukitaka kupata kitu unaambia First Lady. Kwa hivyo ni First Lady. First Lady, ningependa kukuomba na nimetumwa na wazee. Na unajua wazee, tukisema wazee siku hizi kulingana na katiba yetu inamaanisha wamama na wababa, si ndio? Sana sana ni wamama wamenituma. Sasa si lazima, si ndio? First Lady wamenituma mambo mawili tu. Na naona governor ako very serious, anajifanya asikii. Kwa hiyo mimi nakutuma kwa sababu najua utafikisha. Hii building AJS Center si ni safi sana. Umeionaje? Siko sawa? Tungependa tuombe tu county government watupatie iko AJS suite kabisa iwe yetu. First Lady, waliingia kwa hizo, mliona hizo artifacts za Turkana zimelete sana shangwe nyingi sana kwa hiyo AJS suite. Pia nimeambiwa most of it belongs to the Ministry of the Department of Culture. Tungependa pia tuziombe. Ndio wakati tunasema cradle of mankind na ni cradle of justice ya Kenya iwe yetu. Si ndio? Ndio iwe ni partnership yetu na county government. Na mimi najua nikipitia kwa First Lady siwezi anguka. Lazima itafika. Hiyo kwa hivyo tungependa sana tukuombe sana. Na ningeomba tu uombe hiyo speech ya governor hapo, the last thing uongeze. A lot of AJS suites. This is your legacy. We are doing it for you, and thank you for allowing us to carry this mantle. Face of justice in Kenya, and even coming here and launching this and bringing justice closer to the people is a real legacy of transformation. Kuandika hiyo transfer letter unakumbuka. sana, thank you. Turkana people.
To invite the governor, and then the governor will thereafter invite the CJ. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Steve, Chief Justice, Excellency Governor, First Lady. Watu wa County ya Turkana, mimi nashukuru sana kwanza kwa sababu kwa hivyo sasa anza Turkana. Na dada yangu Charles Kisotu, wewe umekuja Turkana sasa na wewe mtu ya Narok. Na wewe pia ni pastoralist. Sasa kama nimeamua nizungumze mambo ya e-filing system ambayo mimi naongoza, na ningesema kwamba this system is one of the innovations of the agenda for transformation of the judiciary. And we have done this, as the CRJ said, in Mombasa, in Kisumu, Homa Bay. Last week tulikuwa kwenye huko Samburu. Na unajua waliposema twende Samburu, nikasema na ndodo aje, kwa sababu najua mimi ni mtu neighbor, na kama kuna nyama neighbor anakula, lazima fanya nini? Tuna share. Na tumekuja Turkana kufanya hivyo hivyo. What will this system do to us? Number one, as you saw, Governor, the system will allow us to file new cases straight from the laptop, from your phone, wherever it is. And you saw what happened this morning. It will make life very easy, and as Mr. Kakoi said, now the judge can also from Eldoret without having to come all the way to this county. Number two, you saw that the DPP is able to file charge sheets straight from his office, and then we open a file, not like before when we had. And I think one of the innovations that I love myself is the stamp. The fact that you saw today, Governor, the stamp is actually digitized. Initially, it has been corruption. And corruption includes magistrates allocating cases to themselves, or people deciding to what is called forum shopping. You choose a magistrate so that you don't have to say, now I'm going to back and right now I'm on duty to the Supreme Court, I was doing some work just now. You don't have to wait for the duty judge you like for you to have the case allocated to that judge. So this system will also remove corruption from the judiciary. The other thing is, before, and this has been spoken about, you've come to Lodwar and from say Kibich, or from Lokitang or Lokitogyo. It takes you 5 hours minimum to file a case in Lodwar. It's maximum 20 minutes. Not 5 hours, not 10 hours, not 20 hours. 5 minutes and your case is filed. We also had a problem with I think when I first came to Lodwar and I came to this court, today we don't need to worry about space. Even if you get the new building, we don't have to lose documents we used to do. And files can be lost. Because you noticed, the file that is in court is also with you, the litigant. It's with your advocate. So we don't have to have ile style ya kutoa 100 imekatwa haina tena kutembea. The other thing which we used to have was a problem, unakuta huyu lawyer analipa another lawyer 3,000. Saa hizi system inajifile yenyewe, ina assess court fees. Kwa hivyo hakuna ile kemenyano, kile nguvu wanaita kemenyano ya kupendelea huyu na huyu wasipendelewe. Sasa system ina assess fees. Kwa hivyo what my friend Kabusha said about wale majaji na mahakimu ambao ni goigoi, Chief Justice akiwa meza yake anajua linaona anafanya kazi namna gani mahali hapo. Kwa hivyo wale goigoi tutawashika, alafu waende Manyata kwa sababu hapo ndio yake belong. Jambo la mwisho, ningependa sana kuwashukuru watu wa Turkana. Tangu jana tumekuwa Kakuma, tumekuwa hapa. Thank you First Lady for being with us. Thank you Governor for coming all the way from Nigeria to join us. And I hope that in coming days we shall work together to ensure that this system works. Na mimi mwenyewe kama mtu ambaye ametoka kwa ufugaji, mimi nisomea Baragoi, si mbali kutoka hapa. Nilikuwa Baragoi full primary school. Na huyu jamaa yetu Erastus. Na Chief Justice wewe kuja Lodwar, kuja Samburu, kwenda Mandera ni jambo kubwa kwa sisi wafugaji. Unajua tulipokuwa naandika katiba,
Tulisema ugaji pia tuje juu, tushikane na wale wa Kenya wengine, Kenya isonge mbele pamoja. Lakini Chief Justice, wewe umetuongoza vizuri, umefanya zaidi hata wabunge, na nashukuru Ejokodo.
Nakundi, may I request that you do it from here as they change the bedroom, please.
Nafasi yako, utubie watu yako, utubie kata yako ambayo imefika pande ya Logitang, Kapedo, wasikie sauti yako. Nakaribisha sasa.
Okay, asante wote wale wamekuja hapa. Mbunge rafiki wetu ambaye pia ameamua kuwa rafiki ya Turkana na vizuri. Asante mbunge wetu kutoka Mkweni. Nataka pia kutambua members of county assembly ambao amebahatika kupata koti katika area yake. He is one of the most lucky members of county assembly, a member of assembly for Lokichar, ambaye pia ni mwalimu. Pia nataka kutambua former MP for Turkana Central, ambaye pia ni kazi katika national government, rafiki yetu Mheshimiwa Nakara. Professionals ambao wako hapa, mawakili wetu wa Turkana, kiongozwa na mzee wetu, classmate wa rais, mzee ambaye amekaa hapa miaka mingi. Na pia hapa tuko na, I have seen a member of county assembly for Keynote. These guys are riding somewhere here, and there are so many. I've seen a member of county assembly for Kalobeye, waonekane. Kuna pia MCA wetu Esepon ako hapo, na pia MCA waka sijui nani mwingine sijamtambua. Mawaziri wale wako hapa, na pia wazee wetu wakiongozwa na chairperson Pastor Abraham Lokuo to Turkana County. This is a serious recognition. We want to appreciate you for choosing Turkana as one of the destinations that you chose to visit. You look more ordained than the first lady. I think Turkana people today they have gathered here in good numbers, not because over the media, through what these friends of mine deliver, but today they have come to see you live and launch the alternative justice systems. When I was headed to Nigeria for some sports, I prepared the ground for you. Orimba, you to come and meet this ground and plant. That's why before I read I think this one of mine is not a lot of pages like that of the member. It's that when I came, I was told many things you said when you were in Kakuma, many things that people requested from you, and that most of this coming Friday. And then Lokitam, one of the flank area in this county, also has gotten independence. Many years, no judge, no chief justice recognized that there was a place called Lokitam that has a lot of rich history for this county, made us proud as Turkana County. Today, the people of Lokitam, Turkana North, largely, will be grateful of what you have given them. My guys have also requested that and that is very true, that the marginalization, and there are people who think by us getting a drop of water in the ocean, it's not enough even to run any good affairs of this country. It is sorting out those marginalization activities so that are ahead of us. Turkana County is a marginalized county, and our boys here, your learned friends, the lawyers. So it will be bad that these people deviate from their main career and they come to become chief officers, like you saw the tall lady was standing here. She's a lawyer, but because maybe she cannot get some good ladies there, some very learned, the county attorney, you appear to, you did to some what is not in my speech. I think that guy will not harass me. State, I think that should not just as an ordinary villager in Lodo. That will make other judges long to come to Turkana any other time. So that we promise we will do something. And I think the office of the county attorney, if there is money in your office, that money will be used to pay some money as money for rent. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just read my small speech here. It is with immense pleasure that we welcome the Chief Justice of Kenya, Martha Koome, and her team to Turkana County. This occasion marks a significant milestone as we witness the launch of the e-filing system and the alternative justice systems center in Lodo. We are honored to host Chief Justice on your first visit to the origin of mankind. Indeed, your visit reflects your commitment to improving access to justice for all Kenyans, regardless of their location or circumstances. Your visionary leadership and dedication to judicial reform are evident in initiatives like the e-filing system, and this advancement will, without doubt, transform the way justice is administered in our country. Justice systems, for you to incorporate the positive and robust aspects into the alternative justice systems, we should not lose our local communities in resolving their disputes, even as we modernize such systems. My government will work closely with the alternative justice system management to is a reality for our people. With this objective in mind, there are a few key issues that we respectively urge the Chief Justice to promise yesterday to gazette the Lokichar and Lokitang courts to be permanent judiciary stations. However, given the enormous need, emerging challenges and geographical High Court in Lodwar is of paramount importance. A fully functional High Court will bolster our legal infrastructure and ensure that the wills of Lodwar holds immense to provide affordable and accessible solutions for disputes. Its successes hinges on another matter that needs a permanent solution. The current conditions are untenable. We request that the Judiciary and the Prison Department collaborate. This is important to ensure we make our contribution towards the development of the judiciary and improvement of access to justice in the region. Together, we can achieve enhanced access to justice for all residents of Turkana County. Lastly, in pursuit of pasture and water, in the process of them living across our country is taken lightly. And because you are present here, our people who cross over to Uganda, major, some were arrested over nothing. About 8 of them, they were arrested, over 42 of them. They were court-martialed, and all of them have been jailed 40 kilometers away. And there you can't say anything. Our dire need, and even the Kenyans were killed along the border. Leave alone those who were during those other years. But last year alone, not even last year, this year, because of the judiciary in this country, I think there is need for you to help us get justice, that court-martial is the reason for everything. So that thing adds this huge weapons, but along the borders there are so many our people are getting from the other end is really bad. Our people are beaten, including small children, children of about 10 years being shot in our affairs because we are their neighbors. But that has never been reciprocated because 100 people or 42 people cannot kill 5 people. So it is, to me, it's not practical. But the death of 20 Kenyans is taken for granted. So that is one thing I want to really know. In fact, we have a very serious report here, which we've gotten over 10 because they are grazing from other people's land. So something has to be done. Some directive has to be given that our people should. But you visit the GA community. They have all the weapons that are in this world. Go to the Canada end. That is some serious injustice we are getting from this end of the world, Turkana County. It's better even we neighbor the border. Just 5 days ago, an helicopter came to Urum, landed at Urum. Or your department, your institution is in charge of matters related to justice. Please pursue this through the president, what is on the ground. Basically, that's what I will say for today. But I promise you, we will support the judiciary using the necessary support, the work of the most learned team in this county. So basically, we appreciate your coming, and I want to thank you, to welcome you on my behalf, to welcome you and adorn you, and we want you to come during our cultural festival. We have a sister called Aregai. I think that's why my wife gave you the name. I'm very excited, very happy because of your coming here. Because to me, I'm very happy, and I want to say to my friend, the member of JLAC, we are very happy with you for really giving the judiciary. And that is equally what some of others is projecting from this end, that equally what the president is doing is what we are going to do on the ground here to support the judiciary seriously so that justice prevails. My deputy was a chairperson of the Catholic Justice and Peace Commission, and I was the chairman in my sub-county of Loima for Justice and Peace Commission. That's what has brought us to this side. From many hierarchies, I was a councillor during the defunct councils for 2 terms. I was a member of County Assembly in 2013, then a member of Parliament. Today I'm a governor because of the good things do it for my people. What will stop me trying the presidency after Ruto? Thank you.
I request humbly that you come back to the stage and invite the Honorable CJ. But even as you do that, Your Excellency.
Okay, thank you, thank you. I thought there is the other protocol. Let us all rise up and welcome the Lady Justice, Mother Koome, the President of the Supreme Court, to come and address the residents of Turkana County. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you very much. Please may we be seated. Thank you, Your Excellency, our Governor, Your Excellency, the First Lady, the entire county leadership, our MPs, the leadership of the county government of Turkana, my delegation, Ejoga, Mata, asante sana bwana. It's joy for me to set foot as the first woman Chief Justice of the Republic of Kenya. Celebrate this great day with you and tell God thank you for bringing Kenya to Turkana, for bringing Kenya to the cradle of you, to be the center of focus for not only Kenya but the entire humanity. So why would we talk about Turkana as most warmly, me and my delegation? The entire judiciary is here, represented the High Court, the courts of equal status, the magistracy, the cabies, the judicial staff. We are all here to say we are a picture to my children and told them I've actually been named the best dressed woman, even better than the First Lady. They all send me messages, pictures like you know, because they know the First Lady is my daughter. How can I be more smarter than my own daughter? Thank you so much for the love that you have shown all of us since we came here, and the cooperation. And I'm happy to say today is really a monumental day for us in the journey of our nation's quest for justice for all our people. This actually marks an extraordinary chapter in our pursuit for justice in this region. This is because we are embarking, taking two significant strides towards accessibility of a people-centered justice system. We want to all of us. Therefore, the launch today of the e-filing in Turkana County, which includes Road Kitan, and the inauguration of the alternative justice system, the suite we have just launched, the AJS Ukumbi, and efficient justice delivery system that is going to be sustainable even in the future, because we own it all. It is ours. I have had, and these are issues that affect peace, and we keep saying peace is accompanied by justice. Justice that we in the judiciary are going to take to our forum of the East Africa forums that we have with East Africa community. They need to know that the people from Kenya are not getting justice. Justly and fairly, we are not receiving any reciprocation from that end. So those issues are very passionate. They are issues of concern because they are issues of justice. Because the world around us, there are really no borders, as it were. What it is about the movement of people, facilitation of the movement of people. So today, what is required of us under the Constitution, Article 159, by making justice accessible to the people. And for us to be effective, we aim to redefine how justice is dispensed in our country. So the launch of the e-filing in Turkana County, where this initiative has been activated, is a very significant milestone in this direction. No longer will you can now file your cases and track the proceedings from the comfort of your homes, and thereby bridging the gap between us. Does not exclude anyone. We are setting up assistant desk at our court stations, and Huduma surgical expertise or lack of gadgets will find a helping hand when they seek justice. We are pursuing a collaborative. We are working with other actors in the justice sector, and thank you, Madam Chief Registrar of the Judiciary, for thanking the collaboration of the national government through the ICT ministry and the county cooperation and partnership, that we are able to the Wadilifu system, incorporating the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions. We hope also to bring together an integrated and efficient justice ecosystem. This synergy reiterates the importance of a unified effort to enhance with us, to leverage on technology for efficiency in our justice system. When we started, I was told, the state you're filing, you're fine. We'll give you a facility for you to file, and keep filing there. But if you want to file it from the comfort of your office or from your home, you can also do it. So today, I ask you, the court users, legal practitioners, and to every resident of Turkana County, to rally behind this transformative initiative. In addition, I ask our judicial officers and staff to embrace and support this initiative, because like we have said many times, we are here to launch, but we are leaving it for you to nurture. And I'm happy from your Judge Kiongozi, my brother and classmate, the Honorable Mr. Nyakudi. He has said that the seed that we have planted and will support and improve this service, and actually Rondua will become a court of excellence where we can come to benchmark from other counties. When we come, the governor is tracking his journey to the high office of a governor. I also track my from Kitale with my brother Odabu, pleading with him to come and give pro bono services because there was no other lawyer, not progress. We suffered the torturous journey sitting under the tree to deliver justice. Another time sharing a prayer would go, there goes, like we say, another one uncircumcised. So we counted all of them as we did cases to serve the people from what is being called the marginalized area. But what I believe is a service to people, because the people of this entitled to services, including judicial services, like they are entitled to other services, like health, like education, and all other government services. So today, ladies and gentlemen, with a lot of hope, we will not forget our roots. We will also tap in the rich tapestry pathways to justice, recognizing the wisdom in these traditional practices. This is why the judiciary has embraced a multi-door approach to institutionalizing traditional justice mechanisms. We are not merely offering an alternative, we are celebrating our heritage, building community over nurturing conflict. Because we cannot, like many speakers have, solve matters in a way that we can have harmony in our families and in our communities. I can go to court. Children can take each other to court. Parents can be taken to court by their children because of what we call inheritance. Help you talk. So the AJS for us offers more than just a solution to disputes. It offers and addresses the very roots of conflicts, ensuring there is harmony in our families, in our communities, and in our society. The people, I urge you to view the AJS suite now launched as a symbol of our commitment to preserving and promoting this wisdom. This every day we have been connected with our roots. Similarly, I urge you to embrace the court annex mediation, the ever-evolving and requiring us to always be innovative in seeking solutions to address the complexities of the disputes. Court annex mediation is a pivotal mechanism for mediation for us. We have tested it and we have recognized that it fosters an environment where parties into our judicial system. We are also championing a holistic approach to justice that promotes reconciliation and mutual understanding over adversarial confrontations. Your Excellency the Governor, it would be remiss for me to fail to mention and talk about the plight of the vulnerable and marginalized groups in our society. Dr. Mutinda, the chairperson of the National Gender and Equality Commission, passionately talked about the issue of children and access to justice for children and the marginalized, including women, persons with disability. It's very, very close to my heart. Your Excellency, every child deserves and realize their potential without the threat of hurry marriages. I know this is also close to you because the First Lady yesterday, children who have been married hurry, children who have been impregnated, and they are born in the respect of our children. If they did that, then we do not even have to have these young men we are warning about who are chilling in jail instead of contributing to the meaningful society by participating in the development of our county. So let us join hands to fight this vice and say no to child marriages and say no to FGM. Let us collaborate with all the actors. There are very many NGOs working here, that we have a safe and secure environment for our children. Additionally, the pursuit of justice is incomplete without sexual and gender-based violence remain abroad on our collective conscience. We in the judiciary are actively working to transform our courts. To the residents of Turkana, I implore you to embrace and uphold the values of gender justice. I also want to put potential perpetrators to be warned that anyone perpetrating these barbaric acts will be met with the full force of the law. I also recognize that the ever-looming threat of climate change is another problem that is casting a very dim shadow over us, especially this area where the advanced effects of shifting towards green justice, focusing on community resilience and adaptation to these environmental challenges. I therefore implore our stakeholders and government agencies in its pursuit of resilience building endeavors, including the use of alternative sources of energy, alternative sources of sanitation and clean water. Vibrant court user committees. You heard the representatives speak from the World Vision. Our court user committees provide a forum for evolving and correcting ourselves and seeing how we can better serve our people. So please, I encourage you to leverage with your local court user committees, provide insights, share your concerns, and contribute to the shaping of a justice system that is truly, but I'm here to tell you, justice and fairness is part and parcel of who we are. Those Christians, we are told justice flows like a river. Wherever we find obstacles, we must believe that justice will prevail. And for us, prevention is better than cure. So for us to own justice, we have to avoid things that bring us into conflict with the law. Then please go and take your cattle to Turkana East where there is pasture. We live that area. So what it means is that in the community, we've been told all we need is to respect one another, kuheshimiana. When we yourself, you respect your family, you protect your family. You respect your family and you protect your family. And the next person you see, you ask yourself, take them to school, I'll feed them and provide for them. So to conclude, I believe as a country, we are making strides and we must believe your own. A judiciary that listens, a judiciary that cares, and a judiciary that serves. A judiciary that is not, we want to put in place a judiciary that is truly a facilitator. Together we can, like we've been told by the children, of our aspirations that have been put in the Constitution, because the Constitution can be there as a document, but it's for us to make it alive, to make it. We are also keen on collaborating with the county governments as partners in our quest. We are happy for the commitment that has been made by our MPs, our members of Parliament, that they will even use the get run. I think Professor Judge Gogie pleaded that we get this small piece of land well protected, because we are not sure another governor may come and decide they don't need this. So please secure it for us. We are also looking in land that will be helped with the development of an infrastructure to house our courts, so that we can have courts in all the constituencies the way it is required under the law. This is due to the reality that we serve one people and we ought to partner to enable our people get public services, including judicial services. I think we have preached long enough to say that judicial services are also government services that must be provided just the same way the other services are provided. As we take these steps forward, let us join hands to support the initiative that we have launched today. Let us make use of the new avenues of justice to resolve our disputes and create a peaceful community. I thank you all for being supporters of the judiciary's transformation journey. We feel the journey is lighter, and there is light at the end of the tunnel when we walk together. And I look forward to working together with you, the Honorable Governor, and the entire county government, the entire national government, and our legislature to create a justice system that is a true reflection of our shared aspirations. Together, let us forge a brighter, just, and prosperous future for our people. It is now my extraordinary joy and pleasure to declare e-filing into
a lovely stay here in Turkana. When you want to come back again, be able to support, and he has also been supporting even before. And that will be an issue, it will not be an issue, just send the judge, we'll take care of the judge. Also been supporting even before, and that will be an issue, it will not be an issue, just send the judge, we'll take care of the judge. Otherwise, thank you, have a good and lovely stay here in Turkana. When you want to come back again, be able to support, and he has also been supporting even before. And that will be an issue, it will not be an issue, just send the judge, we'll take care of the judge. Otherwise, thank you, have a good and lovely stay here in Turkana. When you want to come back again, be able to support, and he has also been supporting even before. And that will be an issue, it will not be an issue, just send the judge, we'll take care of the judge. Otherwise, thank you, have a good and lovely stay here in Turkana. When you want to come back again, be able to support, and he has also been supporting even before. And that will be an issue, it will not be an issue, just send the judge, we'll take care of the judge. Otherwise, thank you, have a good and lovely stay here in Turkana. When you want to come back again, be able to support, and he has also been supporting even before. And that will be an issue, it will not be an issue, just send the judge, we'll take care of the judge. Otherwise, thank you, have a good and lovely stay here in Turkana. When you want to come back again, be able to support, and he has also been supporting even before. And that will be an issue, it will not be an issue, just send the judge, we'll take care of the judge. Otherwise, thank you, have a good and lovely stay here in Turkana. When you want to come back again, be able to support, and he has also been supporting even before. And that will be an issue, it will not be an issue, just send the judge, we'll take care of the judge. Otherwise, thank you, have a good and lovely stay here in Turkana. When you want to come back again, be able to support, and he has also been supporting even before. And that will be an issue, it will not be an issue, just send the judge, we'll take care of the judge. Otherwise, thank you, have a good and lovely stay here in Turkana. When you want to come back again, be able to support, and he has also been supporting even before. And that will be an issue, it will not be an issue.